Yo, Denali, nice job. Welcome. You started 3 minutes ago, so she's using a broken clock. I did not start 3 minutes ago. I started a minute and a half ago. Denali back on his game today. I know, it seems like it. What's up, Base Guru? Good to see you, bro. Alright. Looking like that's not gonna work today. That's alright. We just won't know what the chat is doing there. That's fine. Let's see if this will work. Strange. Huh. It just completely dropped my connectivity. Interesting. Listen, even as a bot, do you have other things taking my attention? I don't believe you. Oh, there it goes. Is it not authenticating correctly with X either? I usually don't have to check it, but it says connecting. I'm just gonna assume it's working and everything else is working. I'm done babysitting all of these like services. Twitch is working, that's what I need. TikTok's here. So let's go. We got game news this morning. We got a couple things to talk about. Got some good stuff happen. Interesting things going on. Okay. I mean, the important stuff is working, so I don't know. I'm not gonna spend more time than I need to on this. On that, let's see. This opened in the wrong order, and that bothers me a lot. Okay. Okay. Yeah. Yep, that's just going there. That was going there. That was going there. I appreciate whatever happened. Broke some stuff. Alright. Let's get started, shall we? Did it just... Am I back? Did it just mute? What? Why did it mute? What is happening? Why did it mute the track? I don't know. Kind of scared. Now what's going on? Anyway, what were we saying? Let's see. Okay. We got the state of play confirmed. Marthon might not be there. The claim about Marthon not appearing during PlayStation's State of Play showcase comes from the reliable Paul Tassi from Forbes. Tassi's new report states that Marthon will not be a Sony's September event, so don't expect a release date or any other announcement. Moreover, the game is not about to be imminently discussed in some longer Bungie presentation. Lastly, it seems that the earliest we might hear something new about Marthon is in November. So that's interesting. Yeah, I don't know what's going on there. I'm gonna turn this fan on. It is hot in here already. Capcom Tokyo Game Show is live. I think it's 30 minutes long. Ooh, might need to check that out, Zeke. It'd be cool if we got a new Mega Man. But yeah, so it looks like Marthon is going to be avoided for a little bit. I don't want us thinking about it. But I didn't expect Marthon to be at the State of Play. So that's kind of part. This is where I'm at. Like I didn't expect it. I don't know anybody that would have expected it. But with the delay and everything, this game probably ain't coming out till next year. Or very late this year, but highly doubt it's this year. Alright, let's move on. Okay. Alright, Genki, who just settled a lawsuit with Nintendo, teases the Shadowcast 3 and Covert Dock 3, likely Switch 2 compatible. Kickstarter coming soon. Accessory manufacturer Genki, which got into a wee bit of trouble with Nintendo recently, has teased two upcoming products, the Shadowcast 3 and the Covert Dock 3. The Shadowcast 3 is the next iteration of, you guessed it, the Shadowcast 2, which allowed users to connect their Switch to a laptop or iPad for accessible gaming and capture on the go. It came with its limitations, with a recommended capture quality of 1080-60 for best results. As such, while we can't confirm for definite right now, it seems to be reasonable to assume the Shadowcast 3 will allow for 4K capture at 60 FPS. Perfect for Switch 2 then. Meanwhile, the Covert Dock 3 is a new iteration of... Oh, you get it. the writing here. This thing is pretty nifty. It would essentially bundle a 4K HDMI dock into a portable console charger, allowing you to connect your Switch in its handheld configuration to a TV without the need for a full-size dock. Sadly, the second version isn't compatible with the Switch 2, so that's presumably where the Covert Dock 3 comes into play. And they had a little post. Genki still making stuff is wild. After the little bit of trouble they got in. What I'm excited about, though, is third-party dock options for Switch 2 have shown up. I believe Austin John Plays just dropped a video on his channel about testing out a bunch of different like aftermarket docks for the Switch 2 and how well they work. I watched like 30 seconds of it, so I didn't get very far into the video. I had to get here. I had to do game news. So I'm looking forward to what the options might be, because $125 for a whole extra dock is a lot to ask. And it would be nice to not have to like pick up and move the entire dock to like my living room or traveling or whatever. I don't know though. The dock does add a little functionality, and I don't think the portable docks will do the same thing. Lurk at work. Hey Rose, thanks for stopping in. Appreciate the work. You have a great day at work and stuff. But it's cool to see this stuff coming. I was kind of worried. Apparently the Switch 2, like the way it talks to the dock, is not as simple as the Switch 1 was. Nintendo added some layers of complexity that had to be reverse engineered so that the Switch 2 aftermarket situation could be resolved. I don't think Nintendo's too happy about it, but they knew it was going to happen. I mean, they all knew it was going to happen. They're just going to be like, hey, we can't guarantee performance if you're using an unlicensed piece of hardware. So that's what it is. But I'm looking forward to that stuff. I like options. I like options. All right. Let's talk about PlayStation trophies. They will now unlock the ability to purchase real-life merchandise for some franchises. A t-shirt and a pin are available now. So PlayStation has launched franchise rewards, which will allow players to purchase exclusive merchandise if they've earned the corresponding in-game trophy. Kicking off with Ghost of Tsushima, players who have earned the Mono no Aware, Gold, or Living Legend Platinum trophies in Ghost of Tsushima by December 31st, 2025 can unlock access to a selection of limited edition merchandise. To be eligible for the program, players must earn the required trophies in-game and then head to the Ghost Rewards store at ghostrewards.playstation.com in order to purchase the items. Ghost Rewards are available to ship to players in the United States, Canada, Australia, Europe, EU, Monaco, Norway, and Switzerland, and the United Kingdom. PlayStation says that availability outside of these regions may be introduced at a later date. Players who earn the Living Legend Platinum Trophy with a connected PlayStation account in Ghost of Tsushima by December 31st can purchase a commemorative pin featuring the same artwork featured on the Platinum Trophy icon. The commemorative pin is $25. That's not too bad. A t-shirt is available for players who have achieved the Mono no Aware Gold Trophy in Ghost of Tsushima with a connected PlayStation account by December 31st. The commemorative t-shirt is $30. Only one of each item may be purchased per account, according to PlayStation. Ghost of Yotei themed rewards will be introduced later this year. So that's kind of cool. I think I would like to see this happen with more franchises and more games. Especially like, you know, if the merch is good, because it's like, hey, you could only get this if you got the trophy, first of all. And then second of all, you had to want to buy it. I think, you know, people like trophies and people like merch, but the cost might push people out of like buying it. So, you know, it'd be a little more like exclusive if you were to get it. I think that's a cool thing. Not to mention, like, the pin looks pretty sweet in this picture. I don't know anything about the Ghost of Tsushima or Yotei games at all, except that they look cool. And that looks awesome. And I like that it looks like the Platinum Trophy. Like, that's pretty sweet. Star Rewards aren't gone yet, just like gold points, but PS6 isn't even here yet. I think if they can make if Microsoft could do something similar, which they totally could because they have their merch stores for like everything. I think it'd be really cool if this started becoming a thing for achievements and trophies and the like, you know, like just little tchotchkes that you would get in like a collector's edition or, you know, a holiday box or something. Yeah, it'd be cool. It's just one way to reward your hard work at all the video games you play and don't play. So anyway, all right, that is cool. That's cool. I think it's a cool addition. All right, here we go. The title, we're talking about Palworld, their new game. Palworld Palfarm is a new farming spinoff coming from PocketPair. Players will team up with pals to grow their farm. You know, because PocketPair just didn't want to let Nintendo have their little farm sim Pokemon, Pokopia. I forgot the name of it. Is that the right name? But anyway, without some competition. So here we are with Palworld's take on the farm sim genre right about the same time. I love this. Currently only confirmed for PC, Palworld Palfarm lets the player gather the series pals and put them to work on a farm. The game has yet to receive a release date, but its Steam page is active now, allowing players to wishlist it. Players will start with barren land and make use of Pal's special abilities to carry out tasks, with the aim being to turn the land into a thriving environment. Much like the main Palworld game, Palfarm will still feature combat, with players' pals taking on more aggressive pals that try to raid their farm or lurk underground. There's also a marketplace run by residents, as well as a shadier black market hidden on the island's far side, where players can buy more questionable items such as guns and suspicious fertilizer. The game also supports multiplayer, meaning players can work together to build a farm together. So, you know, if you wanted less open world exploration and more Animal Crossing in your Palworld experience, Palfarm's right up your alley. Yeah, that's what I was going to say, Denali. Isn't this pretty much what people did in Palworld itself? Like, I feel like when I played Palworld, I was making the pals do little campground tasks to build the camp even further and build the house. This looks like a much more emphasis on, like, the farming and farm sim side of it, with, like, upgrades to the area being, like, different milestones. I guess there's a trailer. I didn't pull it up, but we should totally watch the trailer. That seems like a better plan. Hopefully it's not weird. It's Animal Crossing. My gosh, it's just Animal Crossing. Where's my cozy farm life? It's just mud, sweat every day. No point in complaining. I've got to pay off my debt quick. It's Animal Crossing. It is literally Animal Crossing. It's KK Slider, but not. Yo, Aaron, what's up, dude? It is literally we're just getting Animal Crossing. Animal Crossing with chainsaws. He got smushed. Dude, that guy is creepy. What just happened? That guy was like, it felt like he was like, you want to see something cool? What the heck? I like how unhinged PocketPair can be. Was that people getting married? So it's Animal Crossing and Stardew Valley with Pokemon. Wow, you're the newbie who just moved in? You seem pretty cool. I'm confident in my ability to read people. Hey, be my friend. Huh? Nintendo's like, oh, lawsuit, we own that. Palworld Crossing. My gosh, the recommended on YouTube is wild. Piracy is back, baby. All right, anyway. That looks cool. All right, let's go on to our next. Oh, why? Why are we still playing this video? It opened twice. That's weird. All right. I saw this got me like really pumped to play Fortnite again. Daft Punk is bringing the digital love to Fortnite later this week. Before you get too excited, French electronic music duo Daft Punk isn't reuniting. However, the pair have joined up with Fortnite to bring you the Daft Punk experience, which kicks off in-game on September 27th at 2 p.m. Eastern Time. I hope I'm home to experience this, but I probably won't be able to do it live. Parts of Daft Punk's extensive catalog will be available in Fortnite, starting with a supercut of the 2007 album Alive and the accompanying tour. You'll be able to remix a bunch of the duo's songs, make a music video in Lego, and get new furniture from fine furniture designer Hervet Manufacturer, and much more, all in the run-up to a big after-party. And as with any collaboration, there are tons of new outfits and accessories to purchase and decor bundles to furnish your space. They were pretty partial to that Daft Punk pyramid build, which apparently lights up in sync with music. And this is some of the cosmetics, and they look awesome. It looks more like an average farm simulator. I'm excited for this. This collab looks awesome. Like I did not expect Daft Punk Fortnite skins, but here we are. The game won't let me leave because just when I'm like, all right, I'm good. I don't want anything. I don't need any more V-Bucks right now. They pulled me back in. No, I think this is cool though. I love Daft Punk. And the festival mode in Fortnite hasn't really gotten my attention. It's fine. I loved Guitar Hero and Rock Band back in the day. But this might make me play if these songs are available, which it looks like they are. And then we have a small trailer for that. It's very cool. It'll probably get my channel copyright claimed. But this looks awesome. Yeah, I'm so pumped. That's gonna be so cool. I don't think there was anything at the end. It was literally just this. Yes. Love it. Daft Punk's 100% a good choice for an event. No, I completely agree. They They would fill out Fortnite Festival very nicely. Plus, you know, some cool skins are coming out of it. Some of the best music ever made. Yeah, for sure. All right. Well, while we're on the subject of Fortnite, no. Hey, look, it's that guy. Fortnite's new proximity chat has led to thousands banned. Epic recently introduced a divisive and potentially reckless proximity chat to Fortnite. Available exclusively in the new and limited time Delulu mode, it has proven to be a bit of a nightmare, with users in social circles reporting all manner of abuse coming over the airwaves in Fortnite. Are we surprised by any of that? Is anyone surprised? That album is perfect. Let's do it. Dude, it's so good. I love their albums. I think my favorite one is Discovery, but Random Access Memories is really, really good. All right, in a post on social media, the Fortnite status channel revealed that thousands of players were banned this weekend related to voice chat behavior most likely detected while playing the new Delulu mode. Adding proximity chat to a game that's focused heavily on younger players is a bit of a misstep, it feels. Epic has added proximity chat for the new Delulu mode because it's all about making partnerships on the go as a match unravels, then potentially turning on your newfound friends to secure the grand prize. However, it has inevitably led to toxicity surfacing, with players mistreating the proximity chat in Fortnite to hurl racist, sexist, and other kinds of abuse at their opponents. I'm sorry. It just does not surprise me. Hey, you gave kids unrestricted access to Fortnite, and then you gave them proximity voice chat. What did you think was going to happen? These are the reports that have been appearing on platforms like Reddit. In a recent post on social media, Epic revealed how the team has banned thousands of abusive players in the last couple of days. Remember to report voice chat behavior in-game that violates our community rules. This gives us evidence to quickly take action against rule breakers. You darn rule breakers. So I think what's funny about that whole thing, and they're like, hey, report this conversation. Fortnite could fix this in a number of ways, but they could fix this by allowing you, or they could do it themselves, to not show these modes to underage players. Now, that's assuming parental controls are turned on. I just really wish I could turn off like user created maps in Fortnite. Personally, I don't play them. I don't really like to get on them. They're a lot. Right? I'm not a fan of them. Secondly, my kid like got banned from playing Fortnite for like in the house, like not from the game, like in house. Like we're like, hey, you're not allowed to get on Fortnite for a while. Because she kept playing these dumb games, and it was like, you're not supposed to do that. Like, stop playing that game. So the solution is really, really simple. It's really simple. It's stop allowing, like, let us filter that feed at the like the home menu, the home screen, to be just Epic Games created stuff. And then if it's not age appropriate, like, start flagging it more strictly. You know, Delulu should have been available for adults, and that's it. You know, why are kids able to play this mode? All right, let's see what people were saying. One user commented under this post, I played late last night when it was just adults, and the game was fun and chill, and there was a great vibe. Played during the day-to-day with half the lobby being kids. It was like a toxic hell zone. Make of that what you will. I was called a hard R by a 10-year-old. Did anybody play Call of Duty on the Xbox 360? I'm not saying this is okay. I'm just saying none of this is surprising. None of this is surprising at all. Other users referred to proximity chat as the worst feature ever added to Fortnite. It was almost impossible to find much praise for the Delulu mode whatsoever, with many standing perplexed as to why Epic decided to add it in the first place. Perhaps it's some shadowy way to weed out the abusive players in the game. I mean, sure, get banned. It's one less people. One less people. It is one less people, because if you're spouting off like rude stuff, I don't want to play with you. That's why I don't play with voice chat. This behavior is why I don't play with voice chat when we have like viewer lobbies. I don't know what some people are gonna hop in and say, you know, and it makes the game harder. I'd love to be able to chat with the team, but I don't play with voice chat even off stream. I just do not play with voice chat. Other players are the worst thing to ever happen in multiplayer games. You know, it's very true. They need to all just log off and let me have a good time. I don't know how I don't know how Epic was even surprised by this. You won't let me say anything unhinged? No! This isn't the place. This is a family-friendly Minecraft server. Alright, anyway. Let's go on. Alright, the second big story I wanted to cover, Borderlands 4 on Switch 2 delayed indefinitely. Keep in mind, it was weeks away from launching. The Switch 2 version of Borderlands 4 has been delayed before its October 3rd release, according to GearBox. Having released a few weeks ago, Borderlands 4 has kept console players looting and shooting for a while, being generally favored more than Borderlands 4. The new entry venturing into new... I'm sorry, that sentence broke me. Weren't we reading about Borderlands 4? How is Borderlands 4 favored more than Borderlands 4? Quality control, Michael Murphy. Spell check. Proofreading. Maybe 3. The new entry was venturing into new territory by going to Nintendo Switch. Unfortunately, it seems those plans are on hold for now, much to fans' dismay. Switch version of Borderlands 4 needs more development time, canceling digital pre-orders. So not only is it just delayed, they refunded, they like canceled your pre-order. Sega had their thing today as well. It's family friendly, unhinged though. Rocket, I appreciate it. And as long as it's clean, I'm usually good at it. Sometimes the worst part of a game is the fans. Sometimes. But we need to share. Let's see, this was the post from Borderlands. We need to share the release of Borderlands 4 on Switch 2 is being delayed. We do not take this decision lightly. It's just Randy Pitchford got mad at Nintendo. That's the real reason. We are committed to ensuring we deliver the best possible experience to our fans, and the game needs additional development. He saw the prices of those amiibo and got mad. Okay, I did not mean to open a new tab. I don't need to read the whole post. In a post from the official Borderlands Twitter account, they announced that the Switch 2 version of Borderlands 4 will be delayed. Originally, the version was going to be released October 3rd, more than a week away. No new date was given for when players can expect to see it arrive on the console. As for why the decision was made, it says that it wasn't living up to the standards set and needed more development time and polish. Furthermore, the addition of cross-saves played a role in the delay, as the feature is in the works. The post also states that all digital pre-orders of Borderlands 4 are canceled. Players who pre-ordered the title will have their orders canceled on September 26th, though you can do so now in the eShop. While no new date was given, the team promises that an update will come soon and that feedback is much appreciated. While players have flocked to the title, many bugs, specifically in the PC version, have made it hard for fans to enjoy the game. Hopefully the team will be able to fix the mistakes and deliver a quality port for Switch 2. It's just wild, like, to see a big AAA title like this, very close to release on Switch 2, get delayed. I don't know. I don't know if it's a quality thing or maybe just a timing thing for them. Maybe they found a major bug, given all of the performance issues on PC. They were looking at a system-wide patch and it delayed the Switch version because, hey, it broke other stuff. So they realized dropping an unoptimized game on a handheld console wouldn't be a good idea. The RGG Summit for Sega? Yeah, I'll need to check that out. We'll talk about that probably on Friday. We may do a Tokyo Game Show summary. Alright, but yeah, it's wild. Anyway, let's move on. Concept art and gameplay from Xbox's canceled Perfect Dark game has been shared. This was kind of wild. Because I was pretty mad when I found out this got canceled. Internal documentation acquired by MP1 shows concept art for some of the game's locations as well as gameplay details. It refers to game concepts like a relentless system and a reward system, but goes into more detail on another concept, the adrenaline system. According to the description, this would have made adrenaline a finite resource, which the player could have regenerated over time. Having adrenaline would have given the player various abilities such as healing, increasing damage dealt, and reducing damage taken. Other adrenaline features would have included slowing down time to dodge bullets, better aiming precision, and increased movement speed. The documentation also refers to Season 1, implying the game may have been episodic, and includes concept art for various eco-sci-fi locations said to be featured in the first season, including Cairo. I'm so tired of this congestion, y'all. It feels like it went away, and then it just came back, like, this morning. Alright, Perfect Dark Reboot of the classic spy shooter from developer Rare was announced in 2020 and featured in last year's Xbox Summer Showcase. Golly, can't even read. However, it was then announced in July 25 the game had been canceled and developer of the initiative had been closed down. Yes, we know all this. Yeah, anyway. Okay, there's nothing new there. Just, hey, here's a piece of concept art. Where's the other stuff? I thought this article had the art. Try not to die here, but it just seems like it's not possible. There's some other concept art. No, stop. I hate websites. Modern web design is the worst. Okay. And then they give us, okay. It's fine. Some stuff looks cool. Again, it's all concept art, so what does it matter? Alright, let's hit our last topic, then we'll wrap things up for the day. Mario Kart World got a 1.3 patch. We have patch notes, Knockout Tour, updates, and bug fixes. So let's just scroll down to the patch notes. Alright, I'm excited to check some of this out. You can now join friends playing Knockout Tour by selecting friends from online play, one player. This is great because it was so hard to play Knockout Tour with people unless you were doing like a private, like closed lobby. And now you can like queue up with friends, which is great. 2 players can now play free roam while waiting if the game was full when trying to join friends playing race, knockout tour, or battle in online play. Free roam map now displays locations of P-switches you've run over and Peach medallions you've obtained. You can now select a P-switch from the map and move to a location near the P-switch, which is fantastic. Brett, what's up? Good to see you. In free roam, you can now transform into the character pulled into the UFO. If dash food in settings controller is set to doesn't transform, then you will not transform. It's now easier to encounter UFOs in free roam, which I have yet to see them, but I haven't played much free roam. The conditions for the appearance of some Peach medallions in free roam have been adjusted. When spectating in Knockout Tour or Balloon Battle in online play or wireless play, you can now choose who to watch, even if you're holding the Joy-Con 2 or Joy-Con horizontally. Decrease the time between when an item box is taken by someone and the next time it is revived, which I thought was pretty quick to begin with, so it's even faster now. Increase the invincible time after spinning or crashing during a race. Reduce the force of jumps when landing on a rival from above. Decrease the amount of time between when you finish and when spectating begins in Knockout Tour or Balloon Battle in online play or wireless play. Decrease the amount of time between passing through the checkpoint and when the ranking is displayed in Knockout Tour and wireless and land play. Further increase the frequency of lap type courses appearing in the selection when choosing the next course in versus race and wireless races. I had a bunch of fixed issues, which sounds awesome. I'm not going to go. This is a big list. They fixed a bunch of issues and made some major tweaks. Overall, it looks like the game will play a little better. Peach medallions used to disappear in front of people. I didn't know that. I hadn't run across that issue at all. But anyway, yeah, I'm liking the changes. I'm hoping we'll get some kind of DLC or something before too long. That would be great if they added a little more content. I mean, the game's open world side's really cool. I wish there was more to it than just... I wish there was more to unlock, I should say. I was kind of disappointed that the P-switches and the Peach medallions unlock the same thing. And those, it just feels like it doesn't matter. You know, it just feels like it doesn't, like the reward isn't worth the effort. But I like the idea of roaming around and looking for stuff and doing like little race challenges and stuff. I just, the reward's not really worthwhile to me. So hopefully they can add some content to the open world side of it, and then maybe we get some new tracks. You know, it'd be cool. Watching speedruns of Peach Medallions and some just despawn for no reason. Wild. All right, guys. Well, that's it for the game news. I feel like I'm just coughing up a storm here, and it's just not worthwhile. Anyway, I'm also done. Like, that's the end of the news show. That's all the content I have for this morning. We'll talk about the state of play depending on how it goes. I wish I could do a live react today, but I'm not even gonna be home, so I won't be able to do it. And then Tokyo Game Show is apparently going on, so we'll be catching all the news from that. We'll probably talk about it on Friday morning. Maybe do a summary kind of thing, recap. But anyway, you guys have a great day. If you're on Twitch, we'll find somebody to raid. And if not, y'all have a great day. Love you. God bless. And I'll see you Friday. Deuces.